it's like peeling that onion. First of all, you have to know what signal is real and what isn't, right? So, and you also have to just tune the signals that you're receiving. So, for example, looking at Instagram or Twitter, too much signal, like it's just piped straight to your brain, like, and it's random, it's chaotic, and it's all over the place. And so, even if I look at that, I'll lose it for a little bit. Because there's just too many conflicting thoughts in my head, and there's no reason why they should even be there. So you have to like really figure out what you like, what you don't like, which takes time. I think you have to develop your own taste, right? And you do that the same way you develop taste for food. Like everyone knows what food they like, hopefully. And that means you just have to try lots of different things and start to realize, I don't like that, I do like this. And then you have to explore, I guess. You have to try lots of different things and you have to start collecting. I also think you have to expose yourself to high quality. So I read this thing and it said that the problem why a lot of people can't achieve the success they want to achieve is because they think the work they are doing is good enough, right? It's not that they're like egotistical or anything in that they know it's not, and they're deliberately just thinking, oh, it is. And it's not like they're lazy either. It's more complicated than that. It's that they haven't experienced great, right? And so it's just like if you lived in a cold climate the whole time where it got dark at like 3:00, you don't know what other climates are out there, right? So you have to be exposed to something to understand it. And until you've had exposure to something great, you really don't understand what great is. And so I think you have to try a lot of things. You figure out what you want, and then you have to experience great. And I think it helps to experience that in a lot of different dimensions. Like maybe it's music, maybe it's sports, maybe it's art, maybe it's a car, maybe it's architecture, right? The more different things you experience great in helps. It helps you develop a taste for great stuff, right? And this is just to develop a taste. But then, now you've got a taste, and you also know what you want, right? Like what you personally like. And I think that helps a lot in making choices that are more intuitive, because it's no longer a thought like, oh, so-and-so's tweet said that this art was good, so therefore this art is good. And so I think this art is good. And so I like other art that looks like that art, right? But you fully f*** that one up. Like that's not how it works. You should choose something because you personally like it and you've seen a lot of stuff and you personally believe it's at that standard and it means something to you. It's just sharpening this skill, like, because now it's a feeling for you. And I think that's what intuition is. I think intuition is more of a feeling sense. And it's also got something to do with pattern recognition. I don't know. I've never actually sat down and tried to define what the hell intuition is. There's also something that I'm very certain is real, which is like some kind of like global consciousness that everyone's kind of tapped into all the time, right? It's like why the same people get the same kind of ideas at the same time. There's definitely something there, right? It's like if you spend a lot of time with a person, you can kind of sense, you don't need to use as many words, and you kind of get a sense of what they like and don't like and everything. And I think it really helps to develop that kind of psychic like sense with the people you're making things for, right? This is very abstract again, but I think if you've got a real strong connection with the people and you can sense what they want and everything, and then you have good taste and you've experienced great stuff and you know what you want. Now you're trying to find this perfect kind of overlapping, right? Where it's something you like, but it's also something they like, and